The Great Depression stands as a stark reminder of the fragility of economic systems and the devastating human toll of widespread hardship. As the United States grappled with soaring unemployment, bank failures, and widespread poverty, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt embarked on an ambitious experiment known as the New Deal. This unprecedented series of programs and reforms aimed to not only revive the American economy, but also to fundamentally reshape the relationship between the government and its citizens. Today, as we face new economic challenges, the legacy of the New Deal offers valuable lessons and potential blueprints for crafting effective solutions. The New Deal was a product of its time, born out of the desperation of the Great Depression. Yet its core principles, government intervention in times of crisis, a commitment to social welfare, and a belief in the power of public works, continue to resonate in the 21st century. By understanding the historical context, the key components, and the lasting impact of the New Deal, we can glean insights into how its legacy might inform our approach to contemporary economic issues. The New Deal was not without its critics, both then and now. Some argue that it expanded government power too far, while others contend that it did not go far enough in addressing social inequalities. However, its enduring significance lies in its transformative impact on American society and its role in shaping the relationship between citizens and their government. While the specific circumstances of the Great Depression and the present day differ, there are striking parallels between the economic challenges of both eras. The global financial crisis of 2008, like the stock market crash of 1929, exposed vulnerabilities in the financial system and led to a sharp economic downturn. In both instances, unemployment soared, businesses shuttered, and millions of Americans faced financial ruin. The COVID-19 pandemic, with its unprecedented disruption to global supply chains and labor markets, further highlighted the interconnectedness of the modern economy and the need for coordinated government action. The parallels between these eras extend beyond economic indicators. Both the Great Depression and the present day have witnessed growing income inequality, a shrinking middle class, and a sense of economic anxiety among many Americans. The social and political ramifications of these economic disparities are profound, fueling social unrest and undermining faith in democratic institutions. The New Deal's response to the Great Depression was multifaceted and far-reaching, encompassing programs designed to provide immediate relief to the unemployed, stimulate economic recovery, and reform the financial system to prevent future crises. By examining the specific programs implemented during the New Deal, we can gain a deeper understanding of how government intervention can be used to address economic hardship and promote social welfare. The year 1933 marked a turning point in American history. The nation was in the throes of the Great Depression, a period of unprecedented economic hardship that had left millions unemployed, homeless, and desperate. Banks were failing at an alarming rate, factories stood idle, and farm prices had plummeted, leaving rural communities in dire straits. The American dream seemed to be slipping away for countless families, and the social fabric of the nation was strained to its breaking point. It was against this backdrop of despair and uncertainty that Franklin Delano Roosevelt assumed the presidency in March 1933. Roosevelt, with his infectious optimism and unwavering belief in the power of government to effect positive change, promised a new deal for the American people. His inaugural address, delivered with characteristic eloquence and resolve, offered a message of hope and a call to action. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Nameless, unreasoning, unjustified terror which paralyzes needed efforts to convert retreat into advance. Roosevelt's New Deal was not a preordained plan, but rather a series of experimental programs and initiatives designed to address the myriad challenges facing the nation. Guided by a spirit of pragmatism and a willingness to experiment, Roosevelt and his administration embarked on an unprecedented period of government activism, seeking to provide relief to the suffering, stimulate economic recovery, and reform systemic weaknesses that had contributed to the crisis. In the midst of the Great Depression, President Roosevelt sought to redefine the relationship between the government and its citizens. His New Deal policies aimed to provide relief, recovery, and reform to a nation in dire need. Roosevelt believed that the government had a responsibility to ensure the welfare of its people, a radical shift from previous administrations. This new social contract laid the foundation for modern American social safety nets, influencing policies for generations to come. The Social Security Act of 1935 was a landmark in American history. It provided a safety net for the elderly, the unemployed, and the disadvantaged. This act laid the foundation for the modern welfare state and has been a crucial element in reducing poverty and inequality. Beyond Social Security, Roosevelt's New Deal also established various programs to support education, housing, and public health, transforming the lives of millions of Americans. The principles of the New Deal continue to resonate in today's economic policies. Many of the programs and reforms initiated during Roosevelt's era have evolved but remain integral to our social and economic frameworks. From unemployment insurance to labor rights, the legacy of the New Deal is evident in the policies that shape our society. It reminds us of the power of government intervention in addressing economic crises and social issues. The New Deal teaches us several valuable lessons. First, it shows the importance of swift and decisive action in the face of economic turmoil. Second, it highlights the role of government in providing a safety net for its citizens. And finally, it underscores the need for innovative solutions and the courage to implement them. These lessons remain relevant as we navigate the complexities of the modern economy. As we look to the future, the New Deal offers a blueprint for addressing today's challenges. By investing in infrastructure, education, and healthcare, we can build a more resilient and equitable society. The principles of solidarity, innovation, and government responsibility that defined the New Deal can guide us in creating policies that promote sustainable growth and social well-being. The New Deal's legacy is not just a historical artifact, but a living framework for progress. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for World Up, your go-to source for content that brings the world to you.